Hi there, it's Karen here, and today I really want to make one of these cluster books that was started off by Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. You saw me doing my paper book. I didn't make the book, I just made a few clusters and stuck them in. But I thought today I would actually do the whole process right from scratch and do a fabric one, because that's one I really think I will use, possibly even more. And so I've got, because I had a load of clusters in various places, and it'd be really nice to bring them all into one book. So I thought I'd just show you what I'm going to use, and then we'll get started. So I've got this box of clusters. Now, my issue slightly is that many of my clusters, especially the ones I've made already, are a mixture of fabric and paper. Like, for instance, this one. So it's nearly all, it's got fabric, lace, it's got a wax seal on the top, but it's got a paper base, and it's got a doily. So it's got a mixture, and most of my clusters are like that. So I've been debating which book they should go in, because I don't want a third book of mixed clusters, because that just makes no sense at all. I wouldn't have enough to do that. So this one looks very much a fabric one, but again, I think all of these are on a paper base, because that just gives it a little bit more, I suppose, stability. Some of them actually haven't even been finished yet. I've got some of them have just got a blank on top. So I think probably I'm going to end up putting these ones in my paper cluster book, just because I haven't got many in there, and I haven't really got time at the moment to make some, much as I would love to sit in a whole afternoon and make clusters. So I think these are all going to go in my paper cluster book for now. But then I have got these little bits and pieces. So these are partly snippet rolls. Once you cut up a snippet roll, you often end up with a little cluster, don't you? So these are snippet rolls that have been snipped into. But I have got a whole little bunch here of little fabric clusters, some of which could probably do with a little focal point in the middle. So there's a whole load of these. And then I did sit one afternoon a couple of weeks ago. I made this box full. I think I spent an hour, and it took no time at all to make a whole bunch of clusters. None of them have got toppers on. They're just bunches of I just sat with a whole pile of fabrics, and I made loads of clusters, and I had loads of fun. But they will need finishing off. So we'll do a bit of that today. I don't suppose I'll get those all finished today. But let's just get them in the book. That's the thing. And then we can sit and add pretty things, bits of, I've got buttons and bows and, I don't know, all sorts of flowers and bits and pieces I can just put on the top of some of these. So what I'm going to use for my base, for my book, I suppose you could say, is these are Tim Holtz papers. This is from the paper pad I think it's called Etc. And these are the more neutral sides, but on the other sides, well, there's a side as like somebody's written or typed a letter to their sweetheart on that one. This is they seem very much, a lot of these are travel related. So there's this one. This one again, parcel post rate chart is what this is. So I mean, either of these sides would work as actually for a neutral background. Then this is more like a blueprint type of page of an aeroplane, and they've all got quite nice plain, fairly what's the word, neutral other sides. And then this is a map, as you can see, map of the world. And then so I'm going to put the clusters on these sides. So I'm just going to fold these and make them into the book. I mean, making the book is absolutely such a simple thing to do. Well, that's if you do it exactly the same way as Tina did it, which I see no reason not to. You could, and I'm sure people have, done half-size books just so they're a little bit more manageable, to put them on a shelf or something. But I have got a couple right in front of me. I've got a couple of bookends sort of pushed together, and I just stand up all my little books, my little ephemera books and things in between, and I've popped the paper one in there as well, and it doesn't matter how tall it is because it's just on my desk. So thought that might, that these would be fine, just in full size. So let's just, I suppose I probably should bring in my bone folder, make sure they're properly folded. And the next. So this one I can't decide which way to fold it. I think I'll still stick with this. This is the much more neutral. I mean, I'm going to deviate slightly, if that's a good word to use, from Tina's way of attaching her clusters, and I'll show you when I get to it what I'm hoping to do if it works. Got to decide which one's going to go on the outside. I think this could be a candidate because it's nice and bright. Let's go for the cover. Get hold of this properly. Okay, 4 and 5 seems a good number to use. Right, so I'm trying to decide which one I want on the outside. I want that on the inside. Like that. Like that. Oops, missed. Like that. Well, which of these two do I want on the outside? I think I like that one. So that's it. All I've got to do now is sew down the middle. So I think what I'm going to do, just to help myself to sew straight, I'm going to fold that back, and I'm just going to lightly ink along the join, along the fold, so that I can see where I'm sewing. Otherwise it's quite easy to go off course. If you've got a line to follow, it's a lot easier. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that'd be good. And then I can just follow that line. So I will just go off and sew down the middle, and I'll be right back. Right, so that didn't take a minute. It's not completely straight, but it's probably straighter than it would have been if I hadn't inked down the middle first. So I just want to fold each of the pages with and smooth it down with the bone folder, just to make it lie as flat as possible. And next one. And last one. Oh, almost lost. Put that down. And then I'll fold this one. And they do stick out a little bit at the side, but that doesn't really matter. If you're an absolute perfectionist, you might trim it off, but I think, and normally I would, but I think I'm going to let it go. Actually, I quite like that little bit of red dot just sticking out with the red cover, so that's quite nice. And I have a little label to put on the front. I love to label, so I've got a label to go on the front there, as I had a label for my other one. So I'm just going to pop that on the front, just so it's absolutely clear which one's which. All this stuff sticks to you. Okay. There we go. So, what have I got? I will go and bring in my clusters. Don't need the pen folder now. Those. And I had these. Now, the idea I had for... I'm just going to start from the front, work my way through. I might try and split them into colour families or seasons maybe. If there's some that are particularly autumnal, I might put them together. If there's some that are very springy, I might put them together. Or that are predominantly, say, Christmassy maybe. If they're red, I might put them together, something like that. What I thought I might do, and it will only, I think, work with fabric ones, is instead of gluing them on so you then have to tear out the page, I thought I might try putting them onto some double-sided tape, and then they might peel off, and then you can reuse, or put a new bit of tape down or something. So that's my idea. I don't know if it's going to work, so we'll give it a try. So what shall I start with? I might start actually with these, because these are all very similar. They're all very pastel. So I thought I might put these together. Let's take out the snippets so that we can... I'll just take them all out. Let's have a look at them. I think they might... A lot of them are going to need a cover or something. So... Right, so that's quite green, that's quite spring. These are quite pink in the orientation, so I might put pink ones together, or ones that are fairly pink. This one I like over here. Another green one. Another green one. Pink. They seem to be pink or green, don't they, these ones, somehow. That's blue. Looks like I'm going for colours at the moment. That's very neutral. Almost two there. Ooh, one with the rabbit. He's going on there. This one's is a little bit different, so it's going over here. That's a bit that's just been chopped off. That looks like a possible Christmas one, so I might put that at the back. And I've got a few tiny ones. A lot of these we did as part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, I seem to remember, a couple of years ago. Neutral, neutral, fairly neutral, very tiny. It's so small, I'm not even sure that is one. I think that's a bit chopped off, but that could make another one another time. That's quite spring colours. Not particularly spring. No, these I wouldn't call spring particularly. These maybe are. Alright, so let's just try using my piece of double-sided tape and see if it actually works. So my thought was, glue that down, stick it on there, pull off the tape, don't put it back in a cluster box, and then stick it on. It's a case of how well it would stick. And then the idea is it should just peel off. So if you use this method for paper clusters or ones that are backed with paper, as you tear it off, it's all going to tear the card. And you'll probably take half of this with it as well, I'm not sure. So I don't know if that would be a good idea for this, but for fabric clusters, I have another little narrow one. I'll get quite a few on here then, like that. That might work quite well. I'm going to try it. Put that one there. Some of these are quite long. I don't know whether they are the ends of snippet rolls, but sometimes you want a long piece, don't you? It's going across a pocket or something like that. Now what am I doing? I've got to take the backing off. Silly woman. Of course, I don't always peel off that easily. That's always the issue. That one's come off. There we are. Now let's just pop that on there. Pop that on there. They're all going to need a little extra something, I think. Not sure what. Some of them are finished. I think we'll call that one finished. Let's just see if this works. Just peel it off. Like that. You can use that, put a new one on there. Still sticky, of course it might not stay sticky, but you can always put a fresh piece down. But then you don't have to keep tearing up your book. That was my thought. Let's do some more of these. Where's the end of my tape? So I think I'll try and get as many in the book as I can, and then start adding a bits of extra finishing touches. Going to do all these long ones, I think, on here. And another one. There. It's going to fit. Made that one a bit too long, I think. No, I haven't. Alright, that can go there. Don't think I've got any more long ones, so I'll just fit the rest in. Apart from this one, which is going to go separate. There. Put these a bit closer together, I think. There. There. And these last few, one like that, the one down there. Any more little ones? Yeah, go on. Could probably get another little one there. Will they go in? I think they might. Just got to peel them off, haven't I? So I haven't got to allow too much around them to tear out the book, that's the thing. I'll go under here, yes it will. It's a little bit fiddlier than than putting a blob of glue, but I think it will make the book last a bit longer. I hope it works. I quite like the idea of being able to just keep reusing the book. There. So that's the first page done. Okay, let's do a few more. And these are all all of a size really. They do vary a bit. So that's a Christmas one, I think. I don't want them all to be designated Christmassy. I didn't plan for them all to be, all the red ones to be Christmas. I don't want that one to be Christmas. I think I'm not going to be able to put them in particular families really, because I don't know what I'm going to need. Okay, this is quite a, it's got a bit of glitter in it. I think maybe that's a Christmas one. Let's start putting them in. One more page finished. It's going along at a cracking speed. Right, let's do the autumn ones, just because I've got a few of those. And I haven't got many left now. Yep, okay. Okay. Let's see what else I've got. Pot's empty. That didn't take very long, but I've got a few just around here. Just I want to put on together. Right, so on this side, we'll just put anything that's not clearly Christmassy. I'm going to put all together. All these ones. This is a, oh, that's on a paper background. That's not going to work so well, is it? May have to go in the other book. Now you can sort of see why I didn't want to put any paper ones in here, because that wouldn't really work on this background. So I've got all these little ones now. So only little tiny pieces of, just tear a few little bits of tape. those few. And then I think in the middle, because it's got the red and white spot, I like to put these ones, these red ones, which may or may not be Christmassy ones. Right. So there we are. Put that. So we've got quite a nice view in here now, haven't we? One. Oh, hadn't taken the packing off this one. My little autumn ones, my funny little tiny ones, and my Christmassy ones. Right, shall we start putting a few something or others on some of these? What have I got? I'm just thinking with that one, because some of these are a little longer. I have got some ribbon bows things, what do they call them? Ribbon embellishments, whatever. Don't know if I've got anything in the right colour. No, it's not too... I need something that's a bit more of a contrast, I think. I'll use possibly pink. This one's got a what's it called? Wax seal. It's not actually sitting very flat, so I'm not sure I like it. I'm rather wishing I hadn't put these on. Makes it too bulky. I think I want one that hasn't got anything. That's more like it. It hasn't got anything on it which I can then add something to. Maybe that would go better on here, actually. No, I'm not sure about that. Well, I did wonder. I bought ages ago these pack of little yo-yos, and I just wondered if any of these would go on here. I did have one on one of the other clusters, so I thought I might see if I can see anything. These are all made from vintage fabrics. That go on there. That one. Thing is, maybe I won't put it in the middle because it's a bit lumpy in the middle there. Don't know. It's quite a nice one. Last one to try. I think I might see if I've got a little pearl or something that could just go in the middle of that. And then I think I quite like it. Of course, I can bring the pearls in with me. Let me think where I might find. Okay, I'll have to go away and come back. Right, so instead of pearls, I thought I'd pull out my enamel dots. I haven't used these for a long time. I used to use them a lot in scrapbooking, but I thought they're a bit flatter than a pearl would be. But you need something. I always feel you need something in that middle. I've got these ones which have got a slight sparkle to them, because there's a bit of yellow in here. I don't really want to go red because there's a lot of pink in, sort of pinky in the background. So maybe something like this. And obviously I'll have to add glue. Maybe something like that in the middle. That's quite sweet. Or is that enough? Yeah, I quite like that. I'm going to give that a go, just for something different. Put my little dot right in that hole in the middle. Sorry about the croaky throat. It's improvement on coughing every 5 minutes though, isn't it? You probably won't have heard it because I keep editing it all out. Not that there's been lots of it, but you don't need to listen to me cough. And it's almost gone now. Okay, so a little dot in the middle. Right, let's put a bit of glue on here. Yeah, I think that's quite sweet on there. Okay. It's possible I might use these again. I have a whole load of them. All the colours. Let's get that out of the way for a minute. Oh, I'll have a lot of tidying up to do after this. I have boxes of things everywhere. Okay, so on this one I think I might like a little butterfly. Found a little one. A little pink sparkly butterfly. Oh, actually too pink. Doesn't show up very well. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's got a few other colours in it. I want something tiny in the middle. I'll just bring this whole box in. This is all the pearls and all sorts of things on sheets, as well as that box that you've seen with my little pearls and crystals in. I want just some tiny things. I don't think I'm going to find tiny in here. Oh, turn around the other side. Let's have a look on this side. Crystals. No, not enough. No. Yeah, these bits. I've got some really tiny. Well, not quite so tiny. Those would be a good size, wouldn't they? Yeah. Let's just put the sparkly bits down the middles. I don't always put these on the butterflies, which is why I haven't done them already. Sometimes you just want a little bit extra something, don't you? I've only done 2 blobs of glue. I don't know. I think 2's enough. One. 2. Nope. Bit too. All right. Sure, that was worth the effort. But I now have little sparkly bits on my butterfly. Alright, now I'm not sure about this piece. It's quite large. No, I'm not liking that. At least not in that position. It's too much. Something in the middle. Maybe a flower. would be good. What colour? Got some blue in the background. Well, these are turquoise rather than blue, I think. Have I got a different blue? Yeah. Oh no, maybe that is the blue one. That is the blue one. Purely by chance, I bought a set of these little boxes and they're all different colours, so I just put the flowers in the box that matched. I've got a variety of colours of blue. That's not sure. This is going to take quite a while, isn't it? My ability to make decisions is not great. I'm not sure that goes. What about this pale blue here? Don't like it. Do you like it? Other idea. I have some bows. Let's see if we can find a nice little bow to go on here. Well, quite a big bow, I think, because it's a big piece. No. That's too big. It's too cream. Right. One more try. So I'm not doing very well. I was just wondering about one of these, because they've got that longer look. No, that's more like it. Oops, don't mean to go in there. Where's the other box gone? It is. Yeah, I think that's the winner. Where do I put them on? Right, yeah, I like that. I just pop that up like that. Okay, we're going to make sure I've got it the right way around. Trim off this little bit at the side where it joins onto the next piece. Yep. Don't think it matters which side you glue, really. Yeah, pretty. Right, this one is done. I don't think I need anything more on there. So I need to put something on here. Go back to my box because I love these bits. No, too big. These are pretty. Little daisies with pink centres. Don't think. Oh, there we go. 3 too many? I might cut 3 and see how it looks. There goes my phone as usual. Could be my daughter, she's getting excited. She's having her scan tomorrow for her 20 weeks, so she may well find out what she's having, boy or girl. Is that too much? I might separate them and then I can try them individually or in conjunction with something like a butterfly. That would go nice on there. Would it go better on there? No. That would go better. That would go well on there. Have I got any more of those? Maybe 2 butterflies on that one. May well have another one. Nope, not that one. I'm going to need some more pink butterflies, I think. How's that gonna look? Don't know about that. Nope. I might just try and pick something out. Pick out another colour. Still feel this needs something else. Okay, let's just see what else I've got in here. Maybe a bit of green, some green leaves. So I just quickly glued this down, and I did wonder about a couple of little tiny flowers on here. Let's see what I've got. Just buy these little bags from Amazon. I think, like many things, I got the idea from Tina, because she has all the ideas. So whether that would go on there. That looks quite sweet, doesn't it? Yeah, I might just pop those on there too. Hope it's not too much. They're just fun to make. One there. One there. There we are. It's quite sweet. This one just needs something else. Something behind there, I think. I think I just want a piece of fabric. A little piece of fabric behind there. I think this a little piece of this would be quite nice. It just looks so washed out, doesn't it? What about? Yeah, I'm going to have a little piece of this, I think. That looks pretty, and I think it's just what it needs, just that little bit of extra something. How about that? And then that, yes, like that. Yes, yes, yes. I need to refill my bottle. Make it lay flat, and that can go there. Yeah, that's better. So we're making fairly slow progress, but progress is being made. This one won't need much. Maybe a tiny flower actually would be nice on there. See what colour I've got that might go. The yellow one? No. White with the blue centre? Yes. I think that's what I'll do. Put a little flower on there, and that one will be done. Okay. That one on the little bunny. Is that too much? Possibly. Just notice there's some lilac flowers in here. Not that one, but the little ones with the lilac centre might be nice. Is there only two? Yeah. Yep, that might just be enough for those two, for that little one. Oh, which is the middle? So, which is the right way? That's the right. One there. Oh no, I think that's the right way around. I think I had them both upside down. One there. Okay, so that's that one. What else are we doing? This is a bit on the bulky side. Don't know what I'm going to put on here. This one needs something. Button, maybe? Let's have a look at the buttons. Ooh. Yep, that's going on there. I have too many buttons. And none of them are the right colour. That's almost too close. I quite like that though. this one's going on here. That's again, I've got it upside down. Yep. And this one, can't help myself. I think I need to put something in the middle of that, so I'm not going to glue it down, but you can see what it's going to look like. Oh, I need something from the middle of here, don't I? What do I need for there? One of these? No. Let's get out my other box. I never find the ends of these things. Not sure it's got enough pull on it. I think that one would be better. I'm drowning in flowers today. Right, which way round does this go? Okay, that's the front, I think. Or is it? No, it isn't. That's the back. Just pop that in the middle. Okay, so these are nearly done. I've got to think about what's going to go on here just to finish it off. It might be a sequin or two, but not sure at the moment. So that's as far as we're going to get today, I think. Alright, that's it for today. Just a quick flick through. And these, I mean, these just look so pretty as they are, don't they? I'm not sure I can bear to use them, but I think it should be possible to just, yeah, peel it off, stick it in, put a new one on. It's still sticky. So yeah, I'm liking that option, but it only works for fabric if they're fabric all the way through. So yeah, I'll put this on after when I put something in the middle. So that's the front. There we go, that's nearly finished, and I will carry on. I shall finish these and the rest. Lots more to do, but lots of fun, and I've still got the rest of my book. I can see many cluster sessions in my future, just because it's such a fun thing to do. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and do join me again soon. Bye for now.